Dear students, it is the third video about the writing outlines for the technical reports. In the second video, we covered the topic outlines. Clear? Topic outlines, as we found, that they are normally one word or two word entry. Fine. For example, introductions, arguments for the change, and coal mines, fresh water, gun ownership and the following consequences. These all are primarily the topic outlines. As I expressed that the topic outline is one word, two words, or sometime a phrase entry. But now from topic outlines to the sentence outlines. Sentence outlines are more clear, direct and precise way of writing outlines. In dissertations, scientific writing and report writing, we find both kinds of outlines, topic outlines and as well as sentence outlines. So it depends on the situation and the requirement. Accordingly, you have to use sentence outline and the topic outline. Here we have an example. MASH 4077 as my first guide in the life and pacifism. Clear? Tired of all guides and never ending instructions. This is order custom paper about some scientific subject matter. Fine. Here our purpose is just to read and find out that what difference is between the previous outlines and in this outline. Clear? Order a custom paper, and it is, you see, section 1, introduction, and after the introduction it is written, although the show serves an entertaining role, the representation of such topics as war, ranks, purpose, dilemmas, deaths, relationship, loss, responsibility and discrimination make the series a perfect guide for the adult life. Fine. It is about a report about some guide, some training, some guidance. Fine. And it is the outline of that contents of the book, and you find he has written the entire sentence in it. And section 2, MASH 477 addresses various issues that do not have easy or perfect answers. Clear? Now it is a full length paragraph, whereas if you compare it with the previous reports, like here, you don't find it. Like we have this one, arguments for the change, simple, a phrase, and a section A failure to eliminate the gap between the rich and the poor, and its subsections, equality as a convenient myth, second, real cost of luxuries. You find that this structure is not a sentence structure, but amazingly the structures and the format of this outline is different. It is sentences based, it is more clear, it is more detailed, it has more references than the topic outlines. Well, it was the section 2 and subsection of main section of the first main section of the subsection A, and this one is the subdivision of the section A. I realize how the medical aid for the enemies or confrontation between Hawkins and Charles represent the complexity of the real life. And then se- second B section of the second main section of the second section B. Unconvinced, the series focuses on idea of war not being the answer in the political debates or the territories and resources. Fine. And now the down sentence is the second point, the sub point of subsection B. Clear? You find it here. Hawke's psychological state, failure of Margaret's marriage, Henry's death, Francis' loss of hearing demonstrate the notion's suffering during wars. Fine. Dear students, you found this, that this is what, that every entry is a sentence entry, more detailed and more reference. Fine. And till you go to the last section, and the section last is conclusions. The complexity of the story's representations teach me to understand the variety of issues which emerged during the war and become aware of peace significance. Basically, it's a report written about, social report written about a story that uncovers the dilemmas of war and strategies of war and help. Fine. This example is just to give you insight about how the sentence outlines are framed and what do they mean. Clear? By learning the outlines properly, one can easily understand that how far these are going to be significant and how well we can gain an idea. For example, you haven't, I'm afraid you haven't gone through this story. Clear? But by looking at the outlines, you can easily assess the very main crux, the very main topic which have been or which would have been discussed in this report. Well, now moving to the next type of the rule of nature, decimal outline for the creative essays, or you can, for creative essays mean here, this can be applied to the reports as well. Well, this rule is the rule of decimals. Clear? The rule of decimal, and you find it here that they are the Arabic numbers 1.1. Clear? And it is the very first rule, but it is based on the sentence outline. Let's read. This is another type of the outline. Clear? And the topic, the chapter or the book name may be The Rules of Nature. Clear? Which is an essay or discussion. And the very first outline is, nature is the wild place that has certain laws mixed with chaos. Nature is the wild place that has certain laws mixed with chaos. Mean nature is an open environment, uncontrolled, where are certain laws and a rulelessness. Means by reading this you may be easily understanding. Now see, point 1.1, it has been divided. The highest tops of the mountains are covered with snow as the big restrained giants. The highest tops of the mountains are covered with snow as the big restrained giants. Got this? It is the point sub heading of subsection of the main section. But now see here that this restrained giants, snow as the big restrained giants, it has been further divided. And see it, 1.1.1. The broken trees under the snow and the spot of petrol and paint on the stone expresses the hidden threat. It is the subsection of this. The broken trees under the snow and the spots of petrol and paint on stone expresses the hidden threat. Correct? So here section point mean first point of the subsection 1 has been finished. Now 1.2, the scenery creates the vision of wolf hunting for the rabbit. The scenery creates the vision of wolf hunting for rabbit. Fine. It is the second point of section 1. Section 1, clear? The scenery creates the vision of the wolf hunting for the rabbit. Well, now 1.2.1 mean it is the second point. This is the second point. The predator catches its prey without noticing a large amount of snow falling. The predator catches its prey without noticing a large amount of snow falling in the directions of animals. Got it? So it is what that as you prolong on, for example 1.2.1, clear? If similar idea 1.2.2, 1.2.3, fine. This way this decimal reports move on. We will cover inshallah in the next video, in the next to next video, about how these are applied in scientific writing. Next is section 2. The massive crew of people gathers the inventory after a hard day of shooting a tough scene for an unnamed movie. Clear? Second point 2.1. The people divided into smaller groups to discuss the plans for the following day. Clear? Now this point 2.1.1 is further divided. The one of the operators describes how he will enjoy a big strawberry cake after return to civilization. Clear? And this is 2.1.2 mean it is the second point of this. The director hears the noise from afar, looks at the snow peaks and shakes his hands. Fine. And likewise you can read till the last moment, the 9. The place with the campsite is all covered with the dirty snow, clay and stones. And 9.1, the sirens from afar reach their terrified mind. Thank you very much, students. Hope you have covered 2 points in this, the sentence outline and the topic outline, sentence outline and the topic outlines plus the decimal numbering outlines. Thank you very much.